Hello, everyone. I'm Melinda Toussaint, your friendly family nurse practitioner, co-owner of MariCare Wellness and owner of MariCare Medical Consulting. And I am here live in Bowie, Maryland, in my office, coming to you today, which is something special close to my heart, talking about cannabis. A lot of my patients come to see me for cannabis recommendations in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia areas. And I am a wellness consultant as well as a medical cannabis consultant. So anything dealing with health and wellness, feel free to contact me either online on my website, MariCareWellness.com, or any of my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, Google, and so much more. So today we are talking about cannabis, answering the top 5 questions that people commonly ask me. Now, do any of you guys know what is an endocannabinoid system, or even ECS for short? If you do, say yes. If you don't, say no. Okay, and let's get off of the screen share, and I'm sorry about that. Does anyone know what is the difference between cannabis sativa or cannabis indica? If you do, type yes in the comment box, but if you don't, type no. Tell me more, just tell me more. Does anyone know what is a cannabinoid? Have you ever heard of that term? If you do, say yes. If you don't, say no. So answering these questions will help me to guide my answers specifically towards you. And does anyone know what's the difference between CBD, THC, or hemp products? You could type Y for yes and for no, or tell me more. And do you know what are terpenes? If you do, type Y or say yes. And if you don't, say no or N or tell me more, any of that. Because today I'm going to answer those questions for you. So let's get started. So in cannabis, I always like starting from the basics. What is an endocannabinoid system? What is the purpose of it? The endocannabinoid system, or ECS for short, is a system that all mammalians have. So humans and animals have an endocannabinoid system, which creates balance and stability within ourselves. And we naturally make our own cannabis-like compounds, which is called anandamide. And we also have receptors, which is called CB1 receptors and CB2 receptors. Now, where are those receptors located? The CB1 receptor is primarily located in the brain, or in your head and all that. And so when people consume THC, they feel that head high because there's a high concentration of those receptors in the brain, but it's all throughout our body. And then when people ingest cannabis product, it get absorbed in our gut, which is our CB2 receptors. And cannabis or cannabis products help provide homeostasis within ourselves, which also regulate our sleep or wake cycle, our appetite, our sex or libido, and so much more. So it has a lot of great benefits with consuming cannabis. And if you're not activating your endocannabinoid system, you could supplement with cannabis products, but other ways that you can activate it is through things like meditation, because it relaxes you and improve your mood. That is another benefit of the endocannabinoid system. And or consume fish oil or omega-3. That is another natural way of activating your endocannabinoid system. Go on a run, because when sometimes people run or exercise, don't you feel like a runner's high? That is also another way to activate your endocannabinoid system. So you don't necessarily have to consume cannabis to activate it and create balance and stability within yourself, but you could also do other natural things to activate it. And a couple weeks ago, we talked about stress and also how stress affects your immune system and lowers it. And also cannabis does improve your immune system. So there is a lot of different benefits when you do consume cannabis medicinally. I can't, speak for the ones on what people get on the street, but it's always safe to get it at a medical cannabis dispensary. Now, the next question is, what is the difference between cannabis indica and cannabis sativa? So cannabis indica is the one that people typically feel, they feel like it's more relaxing. It makes you want to go to sleep or relaxes your body and all of that. So think of indica as in the couch. So just know you'll probably be very relaxed or even just go to sleep. With sativa, think of sativa as stimulating. So sativa stimulates, so it gives you energy. It's uplifting. It really helps with a mental focus and clarity and all of that. And for those who are living in areas that you could grow your own cannabis plant, if you look at a cannabis sativa plant, because in DC, you could grow up to 6 plants. They're usually very tall and have thinner leaves. Indicas are usually short, 6 feet or less. I guess that's not really, short compared to our height, but anyway, it's shorter than the sativa plant and their leaves are generally wider and all. So the next question I have, what are cannabinoids? So cannabinoids have therapeutic benefits. Those are the THC, CBD, CBN, THCA, CBG, all of those 3 to 4 letter acronyms in between. And there are over 100 different cannabinoids, but the ones that people usually hear are THC and CBD, maybe CBN to help with sleep, but they have a lot of therapeutic benefits. It helps with pain, stress, anxiety, depression, muscle spasm. It protects our nervous system, helps with conditions like glaucoma, increases or decreases your appetite, and so much more. There are so many different types of therapeutic benefits from the cannabinoids. And sometimes people don't want to feel high. They just want the medicinal benefits. And really, not all of the cannabinoids make you feel high. THC is primarily the responsible one to make people feel high or euphoric, or sometimes people say that is the one that gives the psychoactive feeling. But really, all cannabinoids are psychoactive, because really psychoactive means it is altering your brain. So think about brain altering things that could help with your mood, make you feel uplifted. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, another question I have got are, what are terpenes? Terpenes are what give cannabis its taste, its smell, and also have a list of therapeutic properties. So for those who have used cannabis in the past, have smoked the flower or the bud or the weed or whatever you want to call it, have you ever seen them, get the little stash and smell it? I know you guys don't have to raise your hand for it, but someone always knows someone, or maybe you are that someone knows, but it's no shame in it. You just have been treating yourself medicinally, but those are terpenes that you're smelling. Sometimes it might smell woody, or citrusy, or soft, or like lavender, or like just different aromas. But if it's important to smell your cannabis, because if you like it, that is your body telling you that you need those properties to help provide whatever therapeutic benefits in general. Whether it's helping you sleep, or helping with anxiety and depression, or any of that. So those are what terpenes do. But terpenes are not only in cannabis. We've been dealing with terpenes for ages. Have you ever smelled lavender? I know I have. And what does it generally make you feel? Relaxed, right? So those same properties are in cannabis, and that terpene, which has a lavender-like property, is called linalool. Or have you ever smelled citrus? Like, let's say, lemon or lime or orange. How does that generally make you feel? Uplifted, happy, awakening. So those are the same properties that are in cannabis that helps elevate your mood. And in cannabis, that terpene is called limonene. So there's so many like technical terms, and there's over 200 terpenes that provide many therapeutic benefits in your body. And I generally say that cannabis indica, remember the relaxing in the couch, and cannabis sativa, the one that's stimulating and uplifting, are like the steering wheel. But the terpenes are what is driving you to make you feel uplifted or balanced or relaxed. So really, terpenes play a strong role of your cannabis experience. So if you are a medicinal cannabis user, save your labels, try to understand what they mean. The people at the dispensary do have a general knowledge of how to guide you with picking out your products, but just like in every business, some people are just more knowledgeable than others. So, but when you get a better response, because knowledge is power, and you can make more of an informed decision. And an example of, and I'm not, what do you say? I'm not, saying, I forgot what the word for endorsing any of these brands, but for instance, this is a product, there's nothing in it, so don't come over here trying to take some stuff from me. But anyway, so this is an example of a label. So as you can see, it has the strain, it has the cannabinoids, and it has the terpenes, along with the milligrams and percentages there. Can you guys see that? Say yes if you could see it.
No, can you get a little bit closer to the screen, please?
Okay, let's see if I could put something in the background.
Closer, closer, closer. A little bit. There you go.
There you go. So here is the example of a label. This one is for a vape pen. And here's the example of a label of a flower or weed or bud that people may smoke. So here is the example of a label. So they come in all different forms. And here's another one of another label. And you see the difference of the cannabinoids and the terpenes. And mind you, when you're reading the label, these milligrams percentage is for the entire product, not per serving. So simple math does the trick. Now, another question that I get often is, what's the difference between THC, CBD, and hemp-derived CBD products? So let me start with the THC and CBD. Again, those are the cannabinoids, and THC primarily really helps with pain, glaucoma, increasing your appetite, muscle relaxing. So it has some good properties, but CBD is phenomenal. It doesn't make you feel high like THC does, but it helps with not only pain, it also helps with anxiety, depression, insomnia, muscle spasms, cancer and tumor growth. It helps reduce or shrink it. It also helps with weight loss because it regulates your blood sugar. It boosts your immune system and so much more. So with CBD, that is like one of my favorite cannabinoids. One of my favorite cannabinoids, because another one is CBG, which is the mother of all cannabinoids that birth all these different cannabinoids. But I would say CBD really helps with, I would say 8 out of 10 different conditions. You could get therapeutic benefits from using CBD. Now, the difference between hemp CBD and the CBD that you get from like cannabis sativa or cannabis indica, the main difference is the amount of THC that's in it. So when it's coming from a hemp plant, because hemp plant looks like the regular, you know, sativa or indica, but it has low amounts of THC. It is classified as hemp-derived CBD when it has less than 0.3% of THC in it. And that is important because for those who doesn't want to feel high but want to get the benefits of both CBD and THC, you could get it from the hemp-derived CBD, which is legal in all 50 states. So anyone could get it. You know, sometimes people have been picking up CBD products at the grocery store or ordering it online or getting it at a medical office and all, or some, you know, over the counter and all that. And that is because it contains less than 0.3% of THC. So as of 2018, there was a hemp bill that was passed that legalized that you could consume CBD. And most states have some type of medical cannabis or marijuana regulation of allowing you to either use it recreationally, medicinally, but there's 4 states that is an absolutely no-no in the Midwest. So that is the difference between hemp-derived cannabis and also regular cannabis indica and sativa. So those are my top questions that I get often. And so we went all from talking about the endocannabinoid system. So for those who now know what an endocannabinoid system is, you could change your no or your tell me more to yes. So type in that yes if you learned what an endocannabinoid system is. And the other question I asked was, what is the difference between THC and CBD? So if you learned something valuable about that, type yes in the comment box. Another question I answered is, what are terpenes? So if you learned something about that, please let me know. Type yes in the comment box. Another question was, what is the difference between sativa indica and, sativa and indica? And if you found something valuable and learned from it, please let me know. I wouldn't know unless you communicate with me, and then you could type yes in the comment box. Now, if there are any other questions that I didn't answer, please put them in the comment box. But for those who want to, be a bit discreet, you could contact me directly and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So email me at info, like information, at MariCareWellness.com. And that's Mary with the I. And you could see the spelling right here on my banner, MariCare Wellness. Because we take time to care. I always like caring for my patients. And if you need any other health, wellness, or medical cannabis tips, please support our small Black business, MariCare Wellness, by going onto our YouTube channel, MariCare Wellness. You could just go on YouTube, type that in, and you will see. So please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Sharing is caring. And next week, we are going to continue with answering more questions about cannabis. So it's very important that you guys email me or comment in the comment box so I can answer those questions. If I know, I don't mind sharing and informing you. And I'm going to tell you a little gem to look forward to at the end of this series. So the last Thursday of this month, which is September 24th, for our Zoom at Noon session, we're going to have a special guest. And I'm going to give you a clue. If you want me to share a clue of who that special guest is, type in the comment box clue. Because if you don't want to know, I don't have to share. But someone asked for a clue, so I will share. So our special guest, I see a couple people who want to hear this clue. So our special guest is one of the first Black dispensary owners in Maryland. If you know who that is, don't type it in the comment box. But if you do know, if you don't know who that is, I will be sharing it with you at the end of this month. So please log in for our Zoom at Noon session. Log into our Zoom at Noon session, and I will answer more of your questions about cannabis. And also we're going to be having the special guest at the end of this month. And so I look forward to seeing you guys in the near future. Thank you all for joining me today. And as always, I like sharing a gift. So for those who email me or text me or contact me in some type of way, I will send you a special discount code to receive a special discount or a gift on any of our health and wellness products and also cannabis products. So if you do want to get that special code, which is valid for the next 24 hours, please contact me and I will share that gift. I always like, giving and all. Sharing is caring. And until next time, I look forward to seeing all of you in the near future, either live or maybe on one of our playback links on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or any of our social media platforms. But one last thing I want you to do, if you find this information valuable, please let me know. And also share with others, because when you share with others, I'm going to give you an extra special gift as my way of saying thank you and helping to support this small Black, women-owned, veteran-owned business and more. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your lunch or whatever time it is in the world. Just be blessed, happy, and be merry. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I sent you an email.
Oh, thank you.
For my appointment, I need to rebake with you. Okay.